Hello, we welcome you again to another video of encouragement with the with the Johnsons. We were chuckling a little bit as we came on because we have a tendency in the last few days and months and years to blame everything that happens on COVID, and certainly it's all not because of COVID-19, but we have had a lot of friends and mentors and loved ones who passed on or been sick with the disease, the virus. Others have died from other underlying causes and other situations. But it's been a very trying year, 2021. And to be honest with you, I'm thankful that we can press into a new year, turn the leaf, if you would, turn the page on the old year and move on into 2022. I'm expecting great things in 2022. Do I expect the world to get better? No. Do I expect life to be easier? No. Do I expect everything that I want to happen and line up? No. I'm sure it won't, but I do know this, that our God has left us here for another day and perhaps another week and another year to serve Him. So we have much to be thankful for. Even though it's been a trying year and we leave it behind, we should now press into the new year with thanksgiving in our hearts because of who God is and what He's done for us. We were talking yesterday about the importance as Christians that we stand fast, that we set our eyes on some good things to do in a new year, and we press forward and trust God with it. I think that's still a good thing. And Paul wrote in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 15 and 16 that we as believers should stand fast in the tradition or in the doctrines or in the things that we've been taught. We shouldn't let people change our mind about faith or our religion or our belief in God, because those things never change. God has set the mandates, given them to us, and we know what we must do. We know what He's asked us to do, and we know what we can do. And so I think we have an obligation, responsibility to live for Him in the new year. Now, honey, I know you're thinking today along the same line. We recapped Psalm 37 yesterday and talked about trusting the Lord, delighting in the Lord, committing to the Lord, and resting in the Lord. And I know that there's some other thoughts you have there, maybe from Jeremiah or other places, that will help us in that as we go forward.
I like the verse Jeremiah 29:11. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in a future."
Amen.
And in my devotional, it reads as if Jesus is talking to me. It's called Jesus Calling. And He says, "Come to me with a teachable spirit." And I thought, you know what? If I don't have a teachable spirit, then I can't trust in Him or delight in Him or commit my ways to Him. I have to be teachable.
Right.
And I thought that was kind of interesting, the way that it was written there. And it says, "A close walk with me is a life of continual newness. Do not cling to the old ways as you step into a new year.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, seek my face with an open mind, knowing that your journey with me involves being transformed by the renewing of your mind. As you focus your thoughts on me, be aware that I am fully attentive to you. I see you with a steady eye because my attention span is infinite.
Wow.
I know and understand you completely. My thoughts embrace you in everlasting love. I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you.
Mm-hmm. Plans
to give you hope in a future. Give yourself fully to this adventure of increasing attentiveness to my presence." And I thought a friend of ours had challenged us to memorize Psalm 138.
Mm-hmm.
And while I started memorizing, I didn't get very far. It's like my mind is not soaking it in like I wish it did, but I've read it over and over a number of times, and I like what it has to say. But in Psalm 27, in this devotional, it says, you have said, seek my face. My heart says to you, your face, Lord, will I seek."
Amen.
And it says, "Do not be conformed any longer to the pattern of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will." from Romans 12:2. And I thought, as the new year comes, there are a lot of things about 2021 I would like to not have to think about or get over. But when you lose friends and loved ones, it's hard to. But then I got to thinking back even further before the COVID epidemic hit, that our trust is in the Lord.
Amen.
And we don't know what tomorrow's going to hold, but He has brought us to 2022 for a reason. So I hope that we just continue looking to Him, and that we do commit our ways, and that we do trust, and that we allow Him to help us to want to be in His Word, to want to serve Him, to want to be what would bring honor to Him in our life.
Amen.